Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here to do the readings for the water signs, and this will be for the lovely sign of Pisces. Oh. Pisces, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. It's a pleasure to have you on board. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and make sure you click the bell. That will give you reminders of when I'm going live or when I'm posting readings. And I do go live every Wednesday, 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. And I do quick readings for a small donation. You do have the Six of Cups coming out, so it looks like the past is going to be a big influence for you this week. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, please make sure you check out your natal chart. Google it and put in the details of your birth and find out what else was going on in your natal chart when you were born. It will help you get an idea of who you are from a much fuller perspective. If the reading does resonate with you, however, I do ask that you give it a thumbs up and help me to grow the channel, and I will say thank you in advance for that. Alright, we're going to use the Tarot Mucha for your reading here. It's possible here. Yep, the Six of Cups is still hovering on the bottom, so I'm going to give it another shuffle. That's quite interesting sometimes. If a card wants to come out, it makes its way, and if it doesn't come out in this deck and I choose another deck, it will still make its way to the top. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio from your past. So if you're dealing with a water sign from the past, it feels like they may make an appearance this week. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Okay, that's why. Alright, so we have the Two of Swords coming through. The Two of Swords is a card that talks about a decision being made. It's not an easy decision with the Two of Swords. It's something that you will be tossing up on whether it's right or wrong for you. The thing is, this decision, number one, you don't have a lot of information because the moon is very small here. And the other thing is you're blindfolded. So do you want to see the truth? Because it always, when you're wearing the blindfold, it means you aren't seeing things for what they are. But that moon says to me, somehow or another, not all of the information is there either. So you're trying to make a very important decision this week with very little information, and also perhaps not really wanting to make a decision even though you know you have to. Now, it could be in regards to a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo person here. This is a person who is in the masculine energy. So it could be somebody you work with. It's certainly someone who's very focused on their coin. So it could be something to do with your money that you're focused on this week. It could be something to do with your work. But you really are taking on this very masculine energy. So maybe your choice is pending decisions on whether you stay where you are, move on, stay in the job you have, move on. It can be a big decision. I feel like for some of you this could be a really big decision around a large purchase, or let's have a look a bit further. Okay, this is really interesting energy. I feel like something's coming in this week that you're not seeing. Somebody's coming in with some sort of truth here. They've seen something. There's the truth. They've seen something from a different perspective. Okay, with those cards at the beginning, I feel like you've got somebody coming back from your past here. Somebody who has something to say. It could be somebody that is disclosing love to you, somebody that you've worked with or you have a very close connection with. This is somebody who's willing now to talk about their feelings. They want to open up about the way they feel. This is somebody who in the past may have been very focused on their material wealth rather than on a future with you. But this is somebody who hasn't been able to let you go. They realize they have a very strong connection with you with that Six of Cups, and they've not been able to let you go. All right. Let's have a look at where we're going. Yep. So this immediately, the Four of Cups tells me there was an offer made in the past. Now the universe makes this offer. So somebody has been sort of brought towards you here for a reason. This is some sort of divine connection. This cup is one that the universe is giving to you here. One that you're refusing for some reason. Let's have a look at what's going on. Oh, put the camera down so I don't forget. This is an offer you refused in the past. Something, there we go, divinely directed. All right, so somebody came into your life, or you may have gone into someone's life, and it was the universe that directed this. So this was a gift from the universe. You were given to a person, or they were given to you as a gift. So the universe saying, this is the perfect person for you. You have this beautiful future with this person. There you go. There is the offer. And you went, no, don't want it for whatever reason. All right, Six of Swords, and you moved away from it. You decided that it wasn't for you. You tended to your own life. You brought balance back in. And somehow you thought you could do without this. The Temperance card, Lovers card. So you could be dealing with a Gemini or a Sagittarius here. But you moved away from something and decided to focus on yourself. Or this could be the person you were dealing with. At the end of the day, it's about refusing an offer that the universe had plotted or divinely guided towards you. This was something that was meant with this Six of Cups. But I feel like here too, there is this energy that someone made a choice to move away from this situation and focus on their own being. With this Temperance card here. All right, Six of Cups. See, I told you it would come out if it's meant to. With the Seven of Pentacles, somebody's manifesting the past here. You know, there is an energy here with this Page of Swords that somebody has not stopped watching you or keeping a check on you, watching over you here. This person is trying to manifest something back in that they refused in the past. Somebody who's realized that there was a divine connection. Someone who's been really focused on bringing their own spirituality into the picture. This person has been really working on their own energy here. I feel a lot of spiritual energy in this Temperance card today. So I feel like whoever this was that moved away from you has somehow been guided here by the universe to work on their own resources, personal resources. This is a person who's learned from their lessons of the past. And I feel like somehow or another this person hasn't let you go. But I don't feel here with this page that they feel that they can come in and express themselves to you because they're only a page. They feel somehow or another either insignificant or not good enough for you. But I feel like it's more about the fact that they feel embarrassed or hurt that they were offered something in the past that they didn't take. So there's a really great sense here of trying to adjust to that, finding some way to approach, and I feel like that's what they're doing here, trying to find the best way of approach. All right, Ten of Pentacles, very nice, with the Nine of Wands. And there it is. Okay, so there is an offer coming towards you here, a really beautiful offer. I feel like this person is really beating themselves up about how to move forward with this because they refused or didn't take your offer in the past. And I feel like they feel very embarrassed about that now because they're sitting in this page energy, which sort of says to me that they feel almost insignificant towards the energy. This is why they've been trying to bring themselves into the same energy as you here. But they're still sitting in this page energy, and I feel it's like they have perhaps gone around and round on this trying to make a decision, but they do see you as their abundance here. They do. They do know that you have something wonderful to offer, but they didn't choose you in the past for some reason. And now there is a choice being made. So this could be your choice on whether you accept somebody back into your life, but I feel like this is this person's choice to move forward. I feel like perhaps this person doesn't know everything that's going on for you here, but there's a fear in this Two of Swords of stepping forward. I feel like this is sort of the energy of perhaps somebody being so focused on their money in the past that they didn't see your beauty. They weren't using their intuition here. This is a person who now wants to speak up. They've done a lot of spiritual work and they see things in a very different way. And here we have this Ace of Swords. So there was a truth not revealed in the past. There was a truth not revealed. But this person now wants to offer you a very substantial new start, especially with the Ten of Pentacles here. Maybe you were dealing with a person who didn't feel good enough with this Page of Swords and needed to rebuild their own finances. But I don't get that here. I get a person who, they probably didn't feel good enough for you, but they didn't walk away just to work on themselves. They had to let something go. That just jumped out at me. So this was a person who was holding on to something. Now, they could have been holding on to another person. They could have been holding on to another situation. But I don't feel like it's that. I feel like this person was refusing to let go of some old way of thinking or some old way of being. This is a person who was letting go of social constructs. Oh, there's a Two of Swords again. So sometimes people get stuck in a way of thinking or a way of doing things. So for example, there may be something like an age difference between the two of you, and they may have thought it couldn't work because of the age difference. Maybe for some of you it was a very strong cultural difference, different religion, for example. And I feel like this person has worked with all of those things now. I feel that they've really seen what I would see as the spiritual connection. This is a person who may have left a religion behind, or a culture behind, or maybe, you know, left behind a familial way of thinking. You know, some families are very, I've seen families reject people because they wanted to divorce someone, for example, saying, you know, it's not the right thing to do to divorce. But, you know, it's better that you stay in pain with a very abusive partner rather than walking away from them, that sort of energy. But they don't want you to bring shame on their family. That's the way they see it. And I feel very strongly it's that sort of energy that's coming through here. Somebody's seeing things from a very different perspective. Maybe for some of you, somebody's had to finish something. Yeah, look, Ten of Swords, Three of Swords. Somebody may have had to leave another person behind here, possibly a partner. So for some of you, I am seeing the heartbreak and hurt of a previous relationship here. But I feel this is the choice this person's been making. But they may have walked away from you in the past, believing somehow that they could make the situation they were in work. So they may have left you behind, feeling that they could make the situation that they were in better. But I think it's just got more difficult for them. This person's definitely coming in to offer you a long-term commitment here. Ah, okay, this is really interesting. Because you have the card of no, and it tells you to postpone or wait for some reason. So let's have a look and see if we... Oh, I went straight to the page. It just blows me away. You're being called to either pause or say no. Saying yes to something that isn't in alignment with you will drain your energy and your time. Hold out for congruent 100% yes. Often when we're looking for guidance to make a decision, it can be frustrating not to move into clear and considered action. However, timing is everything, and not receiving clear guidance is actually guidance in itself. So you're in a waiting period here. So they're going to put you into like the hanged man period and ask you not to force things, but to wait time out. The waiting is actually very productive, for when the time for movement comes, you'll be ready to dive right in. Use this time to regenerate and ponder what you truly want. Consider the options. If the options are not clear, don't fear, because this time is a gift. Use it to tend to your garden and take a rest. To take a moment from your busy life to clear the decks and prepare for the time in the future. For come spring, clarity will boom and you will have the reserved space and drive to say yes and act more quickly. So I'm just going to pull another card here and see what additional information. So that's what the decision is. This decision is yours. This decision is for you. The Great Gathering. Okay, let's see what that says. The Great Gathering. $96. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits. You're being called to let your intuition move you. You're being connected. Okay, all right. So they're obviously holding you back. They're holding you back until you connect to something else. You're a part of a group of souls who agreed to be here at this time in history to heal yourself, your ancestral line and the planet, to raise consciousness so we can continue to call this magnificent place home for eras to come. One of many consciously choosing to devote your life to something greater than yourself. There is a reason you are being held back here, and it has something to do with your greater purpose. So this is why you're being given this energy. So there's a decision that needs to be made, and Spirit is saying don't make it straight away. You need to work out whether it's the right decision for you or not. I'll leave you with that. Thank you.